how to choose journal articles to read. You have a research topic. Now you have to choose the research journals that you are going to read. You cannot read everything. In research paper writing, the goal is not to read everything on that topic. You have to choose relevant, credible, and useful journal articles. These are going to help you build your argument and identify the gaps in literature. The goal is not to read everything. How do you choose a good research journal articles? What are you going to read? You cannot read everything. You have to know how to choose, how to select the journal articles. You have a research topic. How do you select the journal articles? First of all, the journal articles that you are going to read, the journal articles must be relevant. They must be relevant to your topic. If you are talking about education, you cannot read journals on health. Make sure that the journal article that you are reading is relevant to your research topic. That is the first step. It doesn't matter how good the journal is, how highly it is cited. If it is not relevant to your topic, it is null and void. Make sure that the journal article that you have selected, you have chosen to include in your literature review, it is relevant. It must be relevant. It must be relevant. The first step is it must be relevant. The second thing is that the journal articles that you are going to read, I would recommend you read journals that are from 5 years. Read recent journals. Prioritize recent journals. Make sure you read recent journals. Journals that are from 5 years. Don't read old journals. You can include old journals if this journal is a foundational theory. You can only include this journal if this journal is a very important journal article when it comes to this topic. You can use that old journal if it is a foundational theory. But if these journals are not foundational theory, no need to include them. Something else that will help you choose a good journal article that you can read that relate to your topic. Look at the highly cited journals. Look at the highly cited journals. If a journal is highly cited, it means it is relevant. And that journal that is highly cited, it must be relevant to your topic. Make sure it is relevant to your topic. Look at the highly cited journals. Read those highly cited journals. I've said you read highly cited journals. The journal articles that you are supposed to read must be relevant to your topic. Journal articles that are most recent. This will help you build your argument and identify gaps in literature. Obvious, nowadays the knowledge is evolving very quickly. The knowledge is evolving very quickly. You have to read recent journals. Read recent journals. Emphasize on reading recent journals, and they must be relevant to your topic. If you need help, I can help you identify the best journal articles that you are supposed to read. I can help you identify. The first step is to choose a good research topic. The second step is you have to know how to choose good journal articles, relevant journal articles. You don't want to read irrelevant journal articles because your supervisor will recommend that you change the topic. You are going to change everything and you are going to waste a lot of time. The second thing I told you that it is you are supposed to choose the relevant journal articles. Choose relevant journal articles. I know you need direction, you need guidance. If you need assistance, you don't know how to choose journal articles to read. You have a research topic. You are wondering, what should I read? What should I not read? What should I choose? Which journal articles are relevant to my topic? Which journal articles are credible? Which one has a lot of weight? You are asking yourself all these questions. You need assistance. You can contact me. Because by selecting the right journal articles to read, that is the most important part. Because when you read the right journal articles, you will never go wrong. You will not read everything. When you read everything, you are going to be confused. You need direction. You need assistance. Listen to this video. Don't read every paper that you come across, because it may not be relevant. It may not be relevant to your topic.